So today I'm going to show you how to change out the gas housing, this whole unit here that holds your gas door on. And this actually is completely broken. As you can tell, the spring is broken or the plastic behind there is broken. Now this is on a 2018 Ford Explorer. All right, so here's the assembly that you're going to be changing out. It's a little more difficult, but it's still not too bad. All right, so this is the number I'm using. All right, let's start by taking out your outer gas cap door. It's already painted, ready to go, so just reuse this. You don't have to buy a new one. Evidently, you do have to take the sticker off. So on the back of the gas door here, there's a little tab here. If you look right there. So this tab, what you're gonna do is get behind there with a screwdriver, straight slot, and just pry outward on it, just like that. Okay, and then when you pry out on it, you just pull straight out, and your whole door will just come right off. All right, so there's two ways that you can do this. You can actually raise up the back of your vehicle, take your tire and rim off, and then get up in through the wheel flare here and just take off the screws and then just pull it back. And actually there's probably enough room. I do have it jacked up that you don't even need to take the tire and rim off. You should be able to still get up in there. Now, I did try it the other way. I had several people ask about taking it out from the outside in. You can do it. It's a little bit tougher. If you go that route, I definitely recommend plastic pry bars or any kind of pry tool that's plastic based, or put rags up here or put some tape around here or something so you don't mar up your paint. But it does work. If you notice, I broke a lot of the plastic here. It does work, and it does come right out. All right, so what you're doing is you're actually getting behind here and you're trying to pry down. You're gonna push down on this tab here. So you have 4 of those. So there's one here, you flip it over, and then you've got those 2 right here. All right, so here's the issue with this. This whole piece here is completely broken. It should be all the way down and flush here. And this whole thing is just pushed straight up, so that it's broken inside of here. What it should look like is this. And right here is what it should look like where it's flush. What I'm gonna do is I'll show you the points that I got into. And so if you notice right here, it's just a big piece of rubber. And if you go down, there's a ridge. So this is a plastic ridge. It's hard. And that's what broke off right here when I was prying on it. And anyways, and then there's another spot right here that's pliable. So what you're gonna do is take your non-marring tool, because you do not want to scratch your paint, slide it in here, and then you're just gonna start working it down like this until you hit this one tab right here. And once you have taken the gas door off, this is the indicator right here, this little piece. That's where the tab lines up, if you notice, right there. And then here, that lines up with this, right there. Okay, same up on top. You've got this one here, and it lines up with this one, right there. And then this one over here lines up with that one. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take it, work your way all the way down until you hit that point right there. Leave this one in, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your next one, and then you're gonna slide it in behind it, start working yourself over until you hit that point right there. Then you're just gonna leave both of these in there. And even if you pry up a little bit, it will pop out. But you can also grab a hold of the gas door and then just pull out at the same time. And so then what you want to do is you want to get it past this ridge right here, because that ridge locks in place. So it locks around the outside of the body of the car. So then there's a little a lip that sits right down inside there. And so what you're doing is you're pushing this whole thing inward, and you need that to pop out from that lip. So then the lip sits right about here. So now you're free and clear to start working on the top. Now, the top also has rubber right here, but then you have a ridge that goes up and around. So you're gonna do the same thing here. You'll take it here, and then you'll just start walking it and just wiggle it back and forth until you hit that point right there, which will be your tab. Leave this one in place, and then start your next one. Do the same thing and run it down until you hit that point right there, which will be your tab over here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a hold of that door again, leave these in place, open this door, and then as you pull down, it'll pop outward. So pull pressure towards you, and then you pull down while you're pulling outward. So then this all just pops right out, and then all you have to do is just turn it and slide it directly out, because you have this big piece that's behind the body, like that. So then you just have to kind of turn it and then just pull it straight out. The biggest thing is not marring up this whole area around here. Now, once you're done and completed and you pull this out, you want to go through and just clean this all up. I mean, you're right there anyways, so let's go ahead and clean it up. Go ahead and install the new housing. So you're going to take the oblong side here, go ahead and slide that in. And then over here, this just has to fit down in. It's a notched in area. Go ahead and fit that down in, just like that. And then you just kind of wiggle it around. And then you also need to adjust if there's tension on it. Your filler neck is cocked off to one side, so you have to straighten that up and get that straightened as you're pushing it in. But once it is in line, it'll just pop right down and pop right into place. So then double check your filler neck. Make sure this is all flush, and make sure the rubber seal is around your filler neck. Okay, looks good. And so just double check, make sure, put extra pressure down on here, make sure it does lock into place, make sure this seal is nice and flush, and then you're good to go. All right, so now you have 3 tabs that you have to deal with. So here's where one of the tabs will slide in under, right here, and the other 2, there's gonna be one here and one here. And what it looks like is this. So let's flip it around. So this is one of the tabs right here. So if you notice right down below here, that's got a little notch sticking out right here, and that actually fits underneath this. And then up over here on these, the same thing. If you look, it has a little notch sticking out here, and there's one on this side also. So what happens is you have to line this one up first. So what you're gonna do is just stick it on here. Let me move you around here so you can see what I'm doing. And what you're gonna have is, it has to sit flat, just like this. If it does not sit flat, and if you notice, see how these tabs here all line up, and you can just push it directly straight in like that. That's what you're looking for. So this has to be flush. And then what you do is just push forward until it locks. And there you go. Now it's locked into place. Make sure that it's flush all the way around. If it is not, you're gonna have to take and pry out on this little tab here and then pull it out again. All right, so this is how easy it is to replace the gas housing unit and your gas door on a 2018 Ford Explorer. Let's double check, make sure that everything works good. So there, it locked out. It's not popping open. it was popping open every time you hit a bump. And there you go. So if this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.